Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and you can thank Stefani from Coffee, Paper, Scissors. That's the name of her channel, for reminding me that I didn't finish this. She's like, oh, good cliffhanger. I'm like, oh, what cliffhanger? I'm like, oh yeah, I started that napkin that I never finished. Oh, and I was gonna look for some new gesso at when I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I totally forgot. That's all right. I bought other stuff, but forgot about the gesso. Okay, how do I open this? All right, so I got my old Liquitex gesso that I've had since like 2019, and so it gets a little gloopy sometimes. And I'm just gonna use palette knife. I didn't get a piece of napkin on there. I kind of ran out because I'm saving that blue napkin for something else, I think. Because I was just using all the little bits, and I know it looks crazy, and you're probably wondering what in the world, but it's just going to be background. It's going to be, ooh, we could take this piece off and glue it on the back. So I'm just going to put some gesso all over here, and where it's not glued down, I won't cover it all with gesso, but you know, like the cats would be weird if there's like cats upside down, so I do kind of want to cover the cats. And some of it will show through because, as I say, gesso is less opaque and more chalky than acrylic white paint, which is why people use gesso instead of acrylic white paint sometimes. I mean, you could still use like a really thin layer of white or cream paint and you'd be perfectly fine. Just gonna see if I can stick that on there or not. So yeah, thought I would just go ahead and it has a glue quality too, which is why I'm able to just glue that napkin down with some gesso. So I'm just putting some gesso on here to not hide the fat, but just kind of like push it back. Push back everything. It's definitely going to add some interest. And also I'm a little concerned because, you know, napkin is fragile. What you could even do though, if you wanted to be able to have the napkin not fall apart, you could use some clear gesso or some matte medium. Brush it all over both sides or whatever. And working on both sides at a time is going to be a little bit difficult. But I'm going to dry this and be right back. So this is a continuation of the hashtag How Do You Do collaboration, where there were 7 or 8 of us, all got the same what is the word I want? Same materials, the same supplies to make whatever it is we want to make. And just to see what we make, I'm going to make this into 2 pockets because it's an envelope. So I'm just going to do it that way. And you know what? If I open it and then glue it later, it'll be easier to work with. So I'm also going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and just cut it apart and my envelope. Because then, if I want to, I can put it around a page, which probably will want to if both sides look good, or maybe if only one side looks good, I will just end up using the one side that looks better. We'll see, because this is just an experiment, because I was like, can you just use a bunch of leftover napkins to make something? And you don't have to do it on an envelope, you could just do it on any background. And that's all I did, is I just took all the leftover bits of napkins from the project I started last weekend with the How Do You Do, and just stuck them on here. They'll have somewhat similar-ish colors, a lot of pinks and aquas, and also some just plain black and white, which is neutral, which is fun. Oh shoot. Well, guess that's going to be 2 separate pockets because somebody forgot what she was doing. I was talking. I was talking and I forgot what I was doing. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of, oh my goodness, script. I'm just going to use my VersaFine Clear so that because it's permanent, and at this point it's still kind of a porous surface. So we should be okay, and it'll bring some black to the rest of it instead of just, you know, because there wasn't much black on there except for the one napkin. So that kind of gets a little bit more black in places, which is good. to help unify the pieces a little bit. And some of you will probably like, your napkins aren't even all glued down. That's okay. Is it pretty dry now? I might just go ahead and just kind of take my nail file thing, which I buy these cheap for, I buy them by the box. There's like 10 or 12 in a box, and I buy them by the box full. Oh, this is where the envelope comes together apparently, and it's not quite together, but that's okay. I'm just going to tear that a little bit. Don't want to tear it all the way off. I just where it's not glued on. Oops, not that much. That was too much, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be just what we wanted. A little bit on the edges. What am I? Yeah, I'm using the part that has the less. Like these edges, I could trim them off. I could leave them all wild and crazy, or I could use the file. All right, let me go ahead and glue this together because that is going to start to get on my nerves. I'm hoping, I can't make any promises, but hopefully before the end of this video, I will have done something with some of the game cards too. But, you know, I might forget also. There's always that possibility. So, can't make any promises. So there's like one side here that has like a lower grit and a higher grit. The higher grit is less rough. And I'm using the higher grit. And I think was it last weekend I was also playing around with the file, and you know, you don't always get what you're wanting, but that's okay. Oh, there was still a lot of wet gesso under there. That's all right. I'll glue that in a minute though. Roughing it up, taking off any loose bits really, and wherever it's wet it's gonna probably mess up even more. The messing up is not, to me, that's not a bad thing. This is not for everyone. This particular, you can skip this part. You don't have to do the let's make it all raggedy, grungy, weird. Or maybe you don't think it's weird. I don't know. It is a little bit weird. I get it. And, yep, getting gesso on me already. I'll let you know how these nails work. I got some fake nails. Because my nails never grow past a certain point. They're just so weak. And, you know, I want to have... And also the nail polish just, like, starts peeling, like, after, like, a day or two. So I'm like, let me try some fake nails and see how that works. Oh, I know one thing I want to put on here at the end, probably, is I got some stencil butters. Some new stencil butters. You have Sage. And it was a 4-pack. Rose, Blush, and Olive. I'm very excited about those. They were a little box of 4 petals and herbs, or herbs if you're in the UK. From, what company do I buy these from? Allystamp. Right? Yes, ALLEYSTAMP on Etsy. That's also where I buy my inks because that's the best price I found. And if you spend over a certain amount, you get free shipping. So I most of the time, unless they don't have a color that I really want, most of the time I order from them. And I didn't have butterscotch though, so I had to go to Ranger and get the butterscotch. So I have alcohol ink smudge, Chronicle, and Wilderness. And oh, I guess I don't want to use, well, I was trying to think of what I want to do them on. I guess glass is the safest place, right? Or here, no, I can use this. Acrylic would be fine. It's just got paint and stuff on it, whatever. I just kind of want to try it because I haven't tried these colors yet, so I'm just gonna kind of just get some smishing happening with the alcohol inks. Because the windows are open, don't worry. I don't want to use water. I don't think I have any alcohol really. I mean, what would water do? I don't know. Just kind of want to put some of that on there. And then if I use the pink or the olive, it'll look nice, right? This one's the Chronicle. It looked, I don't know what color did it look. Let's put it over here so we can at least see kind of what color it is. Like a lighter version of the Wilderness, I guess. Alright, what if we just... Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, do you see this? Oh wait, well, yeah, be careful, because you end up with things. So like the alcohol ink on the alcohol ink is kind of cool. But let's try to lose that shape. Okay. So I'm trying to overlap some of the alcohol ink, but also get it in some new places too. It's on a porous surface, which usually alcohol inks, they say use on a non-porous surface so you have some time of wiggle room and stuff. But also, even if you're using them on a porous surface, you're going to get some interesting things. I'm going to let these dry. Honestly, you should probably not heat dry them. I'll be right back. I think I'll bring in some of this Soho turquoise. It's dark turquoise, similar-ish to that green in there, I guess. I like some olive green and turquoise. I didn't used to. My friend used to wear an outfit that had those two colors in it, and I was like, what is she thinking? And now I'm like, yeah, it was fine. I mean, she owns a bridal shop, you know, so I guess she was a model at some point, so I think she probably has an idea what she's doing with that kind of stuff. But at the time I was like, really? But now that I've been into the art world, I'm like, yeah, it does, it works, it totally works. So I'm just using my my big knife here, my big, you know, for actual painting on walls kind of not palette knife. What do you call this? It's a scraper, paint scraper. That's what it is. And that's what that one's looking like. Using up my paint pretty quickly. I've got some blank spots on my drop paper, and so I'm trying to kind of put any new paint on those spots just to get my spread out color as much as possible. And then I think the juxtaposition of using either the pink or the blush on this would be interesting. That kind of got a lot on it. That was not my intention. I want it more like, I don't know, less. I wanted it more less. Alright. So, here's that so far. And that's okay if that's like that, because I might come, I don't know what I'll do yet. I don't know what. Let me find the stencil that I want to use and dry this, and I'll be right back. Alright, I don't know how this is going to go, but I want to take advantage of the texture of the napkins, and so I'm going to use, this is ground espresso, and I'm just going to rub lightly to just kind of get those higher spots. And I'm using the permanent one just so that it kind of stays on top on those wrinkles. The only reason I'm doing this is the only way to get this flat on top. I could try use this, but normally I hate doing this with pads, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes that's the only way to get the effect you want. And I have a feeling that this one is kind of dry. That's okay, because I have, what do I have? I have a re-inker for it. Of course, it was the very last one. So these are re-inkers for the archival inks, and some of these I don't have the archival inks for. But I might find, because I kind of like buy them as a pack because they cost less per, and then sometimes I will use them on other things. Like I have the crushed olive here, and I'm like, that would be fun to use, but I don't have crushed olive. But I do have like leaf green in fern green, and I'm pretty sure that one of these, not that one, that one's pretty dry. It's not totally, but the leaf green's lighter, so I might just add some crushed olive to my leaf green and just remember that it has been altered. You know what I mean? Because I do like the olive. I think the olive would be a fun crushed olive. I like crushed olive as a color. That's one of the colors that I bought a new one so that I won't run out. All right, I'm letting those soak in. I should go ahead and, well, use a clean card would be better. I do have a new gift card I can use because I have, oh man, do you ever buy, all right, so Wegmans is really good about returning things, letting you return things. Like I like to buy the bakery bread, the club rolls, and their sell-by date was on the 8th. And it was already moldy on the 8th. I was so sad. So, you know, I went and returned those. And they're like, do you want to, back on your credit card, do you want a gift card? I was like, I'll just do a gift card. It's fine. And then after, you know, and then I went back and bought more of the bread because we love that bread. And then I was like, oh, yeah, now I got a new card for this purposes. Let's see. For these purposes, I'll have to make a note that this is now crushed olive. Let's try it and see if we can get some raised bits. Nope, it's just kind of turning it green. Not getting it on the raised bits like I was hoping. But you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. Get more green back there. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Alright, so this is very, very foresty now. But it still has some pink in the background. I'm thinking maybe the blush is a little shiny. I know some of you are like, what? Why would you use stencil butter, shiny stencil on butter on that mess? I don't know, why not? Because I got it in the mail today and I want to use it. That's why. Sometimes that's all the reason you need. Somebody remind me later which one it was. It was the leaf green, right? Yeah, it was the leaf green. Be warned, when you use stencil butter with your stencil, you need to go wash your stencil right away. There is no pass and go. There is no collecting $200. You are doing it immediately. Just, you know, if you want to be able to use your stencil again. Just saying. We'll try this one. Should use a clean one, really, especially since this is brand new. Oh, look at that. I thought it was going to have a little thing on it. It does not have a little thing on it. Okay. It's way more than I need, but maybe not. I would like this to at least be straight on my thingamabob here. Follow that middle line. And I'm just gonna put it through the stencil in some places. I'm not covering the whole thing. Just putting it on there. I'm not even really, oh, I forgot I had some on the cover. Not even really paying a lot of attention to what's behind it. Okay, then we lift it carefully. Okay. Ooh, I gotta try something. Ooh, should I do it on this? No, I'll just keep doing this for now. But I've got, there's something I saw somebody do the other day. And it was it Suzanne Rosart, I think. She used gel matte medium through her stencil, so that then when she put some inks or whatever through it, it ended up, the paper behind the clear gel matte medium or gloss medium, whatever, the clear medium showed. It was cool. The paper showed and the inks went down in between the stencil bits, and it was really cool effect. I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. When? I don't know. Maybe when I do those cards, the other cardy cards. So this is a stencil by PM Artist Studio. I believe that it was designed by, what's his name? The guy, Brad. The lovely Brad. I'm looking for a paper towel and trying to think of words at the same time. I'm going to go wash this. I'll be right back. I made sure to clean out anything that was on the threads of the cover so that it doesn't get stuck on there. And this is where we are at this moment. Needs to dry. A lot of wrinkly stuff happened in there. Weird. Well, it's wrinkly paper. I'm going to set these to the side to dry because I get a little heavy-handed with my heat gun. And I'll end up with all kinds of bubbly bits. But for now, this is what they're looking like. And there's still a little bit of napkin showing through here and there. It's just part of the background and gives it extra texture and all that fun stuff. So that's where that is at the moment. I was just like, I just suddenly was like, wait, is that going to go in any of the journals that I'm making? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It can go in anything. It doesn't have to go in one of the how do you do journals that I'm making. It can go anywhere. It can go anywhere. I have my windows open. That still smells a little bit. I should probably wash that off. Just saying. All right. Oh, and okay. So let's not forget the cards. The playing cards. I have ideas for the playing cards. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I mean, unless you like cutesy little stickers, I probably wouldn't be able to grunge those up. So I'm probably not going to use these, but I might give them to my friend's daughter. Because I can't see any place where I'd use these, to be honest. It's just, but that's okay. We don't have to use everything. It's okay. Oh, there's that wood piece too, isn't there? Okay, so we have these cards. And my idea for those is to not necessarily cover them completely, but maybe just cover them somewhat. What do I have here? I've got some book page. So let's use some of the book page in the map. And just go ahead and just go ahead and myself to death. I'll just put a piece of that on there. And I'm going to use art glitter glue because it's kind of shiny. You know. Hope I'm doing this the right direction. I don't know. If I'm not, it's okay too. So yeah, we had gotten a little piece of book page and a piece of map page to use. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do that on all my little pieces, the little pieces at least. I don't know about this big one. Can be a big journal card, can it? The clues. Open and close keys. That's so funny. A woman suddenly disappears from her home, leaving all of her clothes behind, even the ones she was wearing. What became of the woman? Well, the woman was from the West. Reveal only if investigators are stumped. There's a puddle of water where the woman was last seen. But she's a snowman. Did I get it? Oh, the land of Oz woman is the wicked witch. Oh, no, I guess not. I thought she was a snowman. The puddle of water. The wicked witch of the West. Okay. Oh, my goodness. We'll just... Too bad that's not Kansas. It's Louisiana and Mississippi. Just gonna put that on there. The footprints are kind of fun. Maybe. Maybe they'll show in the end. Maybe they won't. I'm just using these as bases because I have some ideas. Will I do the same thing to all of them? Well, that is potentially possible. Oh, and I have some ideas for the, I want to try something with the shiny mirror, the mirror paper, the mirror cardstock stuff. Let's see. Win, lose, or draw. Do we want to do... We'll do the silver side over here, maybe. And tear up some money and put it on there. Do you want to watch all this, or do you want me to... Oh, and I have the napkin out. Does that give you any ideas of what might happen here? Bueller. Let's see. We did the other side. We'll do this one. Because, look, that's almost the same color. So that might be kind of cool. So we'll still have some of the cards showing. And I may or may not back them. Because, you know... Oh, you know what I could do? Like, if we still want to see what it is underneath, we could just do a flip of paper so that it could still be for writing, but just, and still see what's underneath. We'll see. I haven't decided yet on that part. We're just continuing on. Let's see, this one we'll do on this side. Why not? People, things. Win, lose, or draw. Glenn Close. I think she... Oh, alright. If you were going to draw a Glenn Close, would you draw what I would draw? Do you want to know, if you've already thought of a rabbit in a pot, then yes, you would draw what I would draw. What was the other one? Cement shoes. Oh, the Godfather. He sleeps with the fishes. Cement shoes. Ooh, little dollar bill. I love cheap thrills. I don't need dollar bills to have fun. I know I'm off key. Super, super off key. We're just gonna stick that there because it was a little extra piece. I wanted to do something with it. What do we have? We have one. Oh, we have 3 of these. So let's do another one. Just going straight in half on this one. It's nighttime. I'm feeling a little silly. Also, my back hurts because I did work today doing bookkeeping, and it's a wood chair that I sit in, so it's not the most comfortable chair in the world. So even though only have to be, even though my longest days are usually only like 5.5 hours, you know, for the end of month stuff, it still hurts my back. Let's just, you know, I'm not in love with the feet, so I'm just gonna take all these little extra leftover bits. Oh, and my husband's not home tonight because he started going to a Thursday night Bible study, and that makes me happy. Let's see, anything else here? Let's go ahead and stick this on here. I know sometimes I just put things on randomly, and somehow still might come out all right. I mean, it might not even be something that is I might cut it in half. You never know. You never know what I'm going to do. Or maybe make some pockets. We'll see. Random shape stuff can be fun. What about the check? Oh, we're going to do something else with the check. Oh, but similar but different. We're not going to put anything on the check. We like the check as it is. The check is pretty. My back hurts. Did I mention that? I might have mentioned that. It does, though. It hurts. Every money hurts sometimes. But I really wanted to, I'm like, oh, if I don't make this now, if something comes up tomorrow, then I won't have a video for Friday. I mean, I had a video, but I don't want to put up that video anymore because I'm like, I changed my mind. I want to do that video better. Oh, I didn't mean to cover up that much. That's okay. All right, so the napkins. This, if you remember, I put this, like I had the ink on the gel plate and I just kind of got that on there, and that's fine. So I just want to, I'll put this one all over this piece. You know, as soon as I find my glue stick. I'm not going to make you sit here and wait while I find it. I saw it a little while ago. It was exactly where I thought it was. It's just that I had to like move something and reach to the floor to get it. Glue this cover. Put the cover on the glue. Ooh, and did you see the paint came off my nails pretty easily? I was impressed. Well, that was new paint from after I came back from the bathroom, probably. Because there was some on there was some on the paper towel that I was playing with. I mean, using to dry the cover and whatnot. So I am just putting glue stick all over this. Yeah, baby. And then I'm putting this gently-ish. Starting from the middle and going out. And now we don't have a shiny surface anymore either. Now we can just do whatever we want. Add some glue. Once you start feeling sticky through the napkin, then stop rubbing. And I'll cut that off in a little bit. Alright, we have the other ones. We're also going to do that on, but we may go ahead and stamp them first. I could stamp them after, but I want more random. So, oh, I forgot to stick that in the water. Also your palette knife you want to wash right away after you have stencil butter on it, because stencil butter will stick forever and ever, amen. I'm going to use archival inks. I think I'll use, I like the little Twilight or turquoise. Twilight, it depends on what, well, I guess I'll do some of both. I do some with those colors and some with these colors, because I've got 2 journals on the go with this project. One is the blue and brown, and the other one is like the reds and pinks and whatnot. We got some dogs in our neighborhood, you might have noticed. Definitely have some dogs. They like to bark. Could have got that on there better. Oh, that's right, I had bleach on this the other day. Probably the cleanest it's ever going to be. So yeah, I was trying to bleach some denim, and turns out some denims are made with bleach resistant dyes. So if you find a brand that bleaches really well, let me know. I was a little annoyed. I'm like, I wanted to bleach some denim. And I tried 2 separate pants that were like, and neither one would bleach. And and this was one of them. And it just looks like regular denim. Like, but no. I was like, well, maybe they already bleached it. I don't know. And the other one was like a dark. And it's not like they're like current, like they're like 10 to 15-year-old jeans. These are not new jeans. So yeah, there's that. All right, let's go ahead and, that was blue. Let's do the brown. I'm making noises I don't like. I had black on here, so the brown will be dark, probably. And I don't know which way this is going on here, so I'm just going in all the directions. And I'm repeating some patterns in this book, you might have noticed. Should we get the other brown? How now, brown? Do I have the other brown? The twiggy brown? Yep, I do. Fallen leaves is what I meant. That's fallen leaves, not the yellow. Let's not do the yellow. That's not. I wish I could find like a yellow ochre. Do you think VersaFine has a yellow ochre? They need to. Although apparently Tim Holtz has a honey permanent archival, because that was one of the re-inkers I have. Just going every which direction, just filling in some blanks here. You can do this with tissue. I'm using that backs of napkins because that's what I've got. So there's one, and that will go nicely in this journal. That's for anything that goes into that journal. I haven't made the cover for the other journal yet. And then for this one, it has more fancy flowers. I do not know where my fancy flowers are. All right, is this 1 or 2? This is 2. So you just want one. Just one single ply. So these are what? Red deep red. That's the brand that these are, in case you're wondering. Do a little brown in the background. And a lot of these are going on smaller pieces, so I kind of need to like pay attention to that a little bit. And just a little here, a little there. I don't want it an all over pattern. Just want it here and there. Alright, and then we've got this damask, which is a little damask. So when you see me using the foam stamps, the only foam stamps I have at this moment in time, one moment in time, sorry, are PM Artist Studio stamps. I'm not going to worry about making a perfect pattern because they're going on different things, but I will just kind of get an all over, get some little baby damasks, all over, and then have it rip, but that's okay. We're going to rip it anyway. And a little pop of teal. I'm going to do this in the green, I think. Hopefully we won't, I should use my smaller one. That's okay. This is a Semic Writing by PM Artist Studio. I'm just getting some bigger pieces of, some just random. Oh, I could go both directions. It's fine. Just some random green in the back without going Christmassy. That's the hope. All right. How do we keep it from going Christmassy? We add a little turquoise. I don't think that keeps it from going. We have, I don't think I want script necessarily, but I don't think I don't. What about print? A little Alice in Wonderland. This is a stamp from Hobby Lobby. It's like a page from Alice in Wonderland, apparently. And it's just give me just a little bit of turquoise in the background, which is a color that's on some of those cards too. So overlapping some layers, we don't mind that. Turning it, it's fine. Just think of the words as stripes. Your stripes can go 2 different directions. It's okay. Alright, so we've got 2 napkins to use. Let's go ahead and use them. Alright. I'm just going to glue and attach. So I'm just gluing the whole thing. Some of it might rip off. It's alright. We're not worried about it. It will help the to take away the glossiness, kind of push it back a little bit. Let's just do this. Have that way. And do one of those and one of those over there. I don't know which book is going to be bigger, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, we might want one to go landscape. Different. So, your cards and whatnot that you're like, what do I do with them? They're shiny. I don't necessarily love what's on them. But you still kind of want to know that they're like a vintage card, you know, because you're torn. You're like, I want to still be able to see what it was. But also, I don't want to know. I want to see what it was, but I don't want it to be the whole identity of the card, you know? Or maybe you want to just, or you could just put the card in there as it is and just put a little piece on there. That'd still be cute too. I mean, win, lose. I should have left one just plain like that and just put a picture on the front, huh? I would waste less napkin if I would just wait for those to dry and then cut them, wouldn't I? Yep, I would. Yeah, I would. All right. And you can use either side of the napkin, really. And one more. Oh, guess we're going to have a little bit of orange. And we have some yellow, but, you know, we're just going to have some orange in there now, aren't we? Now I have that song in my head. Everybody hurts sometimes. Now I had put some of the Workman's Friend on my hands earlier, but then it got all washed off when I washed off the stencils. So I'm going to put some more on because I'm already starting to feel the stickiness of the glue. Not a fan of the stickiness of the glue. I need to buy some more of that. It's almost gone. Thanks to my monthly supporters, I can get some more. Okay. On Ko-fi, I have some monthly supporters. That's all that's about. Let's see. And I appreciate you guys so much. I need to like put some stuff on there for you guys. I haven't done that in like a couple months. I'm dropping the ball here with my friends. Let's see. I'm looking for, oh, actually, some of these collage pieces that I want to use in the journal. I could probably use some of the napkin on them, huh? Some of this napkin, especially where it's like kind of plain there. There you go. We'll just do it. Sorry, my brain is that goes. Okay, this will be fine. I can put it this way and it'll be fine. It won't bother me at all. I know one of you, maybe one or two of you, were surprised that all you had to do to put on napkin was glue stick. Yes, even on the sacks even. But yeah, glue stick should hold stuff on no matter what, like in napkins. And then it feels nice. It's not as see-through, and you know, as if you were going to use Mod Podge or the other thing, the Mod Podge or gel matte medium, some kind of other glue medium, wet glue medium, it would show, you know, you would see through it more. But if you don't care about that part of it and you just want to put some napkin on there, glue stick is your friend. It will be a little shiny on these edges, especially if you let it glue dry before you can wipe some off. But let's say I just saw Barbara of 49 Dragonflies. She just did. She used the candle to rub that to get the sticky off, or the glue eraser was another thing that she did. So I'm just using up the rest of my napkin here because these are going to get cut down, so it's all good. And the thing is, if I just leave the napkin sitting somewhere, it's going to get destroyed. So it's safer being glued onto something, truth be told. To be honest, it's just safer being glued on already instead of waiting for its place to be glued on. And a little maroon and red together is fine. They are in the same color family. It is perfectly fine. I don't think I have any collage pieces yet for the blue and brown journal, but I do have, what do I have in here? Some pages. So I could even just go ahead and, especially like these blank pages on the back here, they could probably use a little something. Now there's a grain, so it's going to want to rip straight, so I'm going to have to tell it to go this way if I want it to go that way. And going to glue that on there. And I'll take the other piece on here, see if I can get a good size piece. Do I want to use that whole piece, or maybe my fingers are sticky now, so it's getting a little bit on the dangerous side. Might just come across here. Sure, why not? It'll help that rip there too, to not continue ripping so much. Like I said, I try to go, and these are going crooked. I mean, at a slant. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. And we'll go up here with this one. So there's that side and that side. Not sure exactly what to call this video because last time Napkins at Play was not so popular. I mean, I thought people want to know what to do with napkins, but you know, maybe not. This has more to do with, I mean, it has a lot to do with napkins. There's napkins involved, but also the playing cards. And so, you know, maybe I should do something like that. This is fairly dry now. Did you guys see where the nail file went? So when I do the nail file, I go like this, down like that, so it just rips off pretty easily when you do that. I'll do this off camera because it's a horrible sound. Alright, so here's what they look like now. They make a really cool background. You still see a little bit of card showing through. They're not shiny now. That one, yeah, well, that was the back side. So this one, oh, you can see a little bit of the gray. A little bit of the, oh, maybe it goes that way. There's the WL, win, lose, or draw. And this one also, which we could even, well, that's up, doesn't matter. And this one, and this one. I'm going to ink them with the my coffee, archival coffee, and be right back. So if you like getting that distressed edge, napkin works really well to show that distressing, you know? It does a pretty good job of showing it. I think it looks nice. I think it looks like so much, frames it out nicely. Makes it a little bit more vintagey looking, or grungy, depending. I'm more grungy than vintage, just saying. Let's see. Now I just want to find a focal point for those. Alright, so doing a really big card is a little bit of a struggle because you're kind of like, how do I do this? So I'm going to put a giant butterfly on with a squirrel, because why not? Yes, I'm putting a squirrel. I'll do a squirrel if I want to. I might want to turn this over so my words are upside right. They don't have to be upside right. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to put some of this washi tape down here so my squirrel has a place to stand, just to ground him a little bit. I like my squirrels. And then I thought maybe this little grungy tag here, and Oh wait, oh, and either the butterfly or, where's the big one? I had a big, giant mushroom that it's just disappeared. Ooh, maybe we could do this instead. What did I have? Oh, the butterfly. The butterfly was a little off, right? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Have that come off the side maybe? I don't know. Has nothing to do with any of the colors on here. And that's all. Oh, here's the big giant mushroom. I was thinking about the big giant mushroom, but yeah, I think I like this better. Do I want to cut out those middle? No, we're not going to worry about it. It's fine. No, I am. I'm going to cut them out. I have issues. So I usually cut these out with my scissors and then leave like these inside spots that are a little bit harder to get with scissors. I just use a little X-Acto knife thing, and that helps those leaves to kind of stay together too. I think I'm just going to do the one on this side because I think the other one's going to get hidden anyway. There is an X-Acto knife that I would like to try. It looks very interesting. I just need to order it. I just remembered now that I want to try it. It's, who have I seen using it? It might have been Sharyl at the Whole Block. I don't know. It has like a circle in the end so that it's, I think I went too far down on that, but that's okay. So that to hold it with the circle on the end. But this one, is it? This one, I can probably link this one below, but the pink one that I have is similar top, but doesn't have the thing. Because I have affiliate links now in the store. This will make sense in the other journal that has like the pinks and oranges and stuff. So there we go. We're just moving that up with that, and I could put a quote on there too. It's not about perfect, it's about effort, and when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. Even though that's Jillian Michaels, I'm still going to use it. I don't love her. She's not my favorite person. Just saying. She's mean. These quotes that I have came off a calendar that from, I think it was 2020 that I got at Dollar Tree. I will still credit Jillian, but she's going to get credited on the back. So, oh, it might not get covered up. We'll see. Oh, I was thinking though. Oh, and also I was going to say, if you don't want to use napkin, you could use like pattern paper, you know, from Patterns, that tan, see-through, transparent paper that you get your patterns, that comes in your patterns, sewing patterns. Could I say it a few more times? Sure, that'll make people understand what I'm saying. No, I know. Oh, this one this needs to go first. You go there, and you're gonna go there-ish. So yeah, I'm just gonna glue those on. I think I just thought of a title for the thumbnail. Game on. I don't know if it's a good one or not, but you know, since I'm using game pieces, it's just kind of, in my head it's fantastic, but in reality people would be like, what is she talking about? You know, just something to be like, what? And hopefully they are. Hopefully they're like, hey, what is she talking about? And they click on it and they check it out. Let's see. Do I want to put a tab at the top? I don't know, because that's probably as big as the page is gonna be, isn't it? I could do a tab off the side. It could be a fabric tab. I have a fabric tab here. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, could do that. Maybe we'll do that. Alright, so I like to take little pieces of fabric and fold them in half and sew them, and then I have a little tab, and then I can open it up here and use either Fabri-Tac or art glitter glue. I'm not using Fabri-Tac. No, Fabri-Tac. I'm going to have to plan my Fabri-Tac days for when I don't have nails on. Just saying. You know what? I think I will put it on this side for sure, because chances are I'll want to put him in a pocket where his face sticks out a little bit. So he'll probably go in like a side pocket or whatever. So there is that one. Woohoo! Got one done. Even used a piece of the washi tape. Yay. That's probably going to go in the one with all the reds and the pinks and the oranges. Alright, now, these medium-sized ones. And I wanted to try to do one sideways, right? Probably that one, because it's a damask thing. I like my damasks to all go to be a certain direction. This one, though, I like the dark on the bottom. Alright, so most of my mushrooms are too big. This one can work, but it's not. Oh, it would work in one of the journals I've got because I've got that green in there. Actually, that's kind of cute there. Why not? Let's go ahead and ink it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This one's more of a doodly mushroom than the more fancy ones where I have used my alcohol markers to make it look like an actual stem at the bottom. Alright, let's see. Not a lighthouse. Let's see. Certified? I mean, it doesn't have to. Oh, here. Whoops. Oh, well, that one's gone now because I just totally. Maybe. Oh, see, I want that. I kind of want these to show. So I guess he's going to go over here. And we'll just put that. Will we? He's going to go over here because I still want to see that bit of that card there. And what I have. Oh, what about this little stamp? Stampy, stampy, stamp. Just like, it's not a stamp. It's a stamp of a stamp. We'll do that right there. Sure, why not? I mean, just put something on there to make it look a little bit nicer. To make it look the focal point is to just kind of make it look put together. Like it's not just a background anymore. Now there's something on it to draw your eye into it. That's focal point. That's what they are. They're to draw your eye. So I like that there because we still have some of that orange piece showing there. And we have the piece from the card showing there. And I do have a journal. It's not one of these journals, but it's the side piece journal that has that green in it. So it's probably going to go in that journal. So it's always nice to make two journals and have a side piece journal too. Because why not? Alright, so this one's going to go sideways. I don't know what's going on here yet, but apparently I feel like that has to go on there. Look at the SN and the SI. Dick Frostberry, I don't know. Let's see. Don't really want to do. Oh, I had some. Also has some. I had these are probably all too big too. Am I gonna just? Oh, and it needs to go. It doesn't need to. I want it to go. Landscape here. These are definitely all too big. Is this too big to fit on? Where's the other one? I mean, yeah, he's too big. He's definitely too big. What about that one? They're all too big. Why are they all so big? Why don't I make smaller ones? I mean, I could. I could totally make smaller ones. Good. I had. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, we have this leaf. It's not decorated yet, but it's well, it's just a piece I cut from some brown paper that could be a leaf, essentially. We still have a little bit of the card showing in there, not a lot. So I could just put that leaf on there. And approved. We approved. A little approved with a leaf. Or, oh, urgent. Our leaf is urgent. And then I'll doodle on that leaf later. Sure, we're going to put an urgent leaf on there. Because why not? Why didn't I put the leaf on that one? I don't know. Just didn't think about it. You know what? We're doing it. I put it up there on the upside down by accident. But now we're just doing it. We're just going to... Maybe that's what it wanted to happen. Alright, then we're going to just put this funky little leaf right there. Maybe it'll end up being this way. It's fine. I usually like the darker color at the bottom anyway, actually. That's... And I will doodle on that leaf at some point. Alright, so there's that one. See, if I cut that off, it could have even been a mushroom top, but that's okay. Alright, so we've got 3 done so far. We've got... This is too big for this. Okay. Are you too big for this? Almost. But, I mean, really, the biggest problem with you is just that, you don't pop enough. I mean, you would pop, but you're too big. I mean, we could cut off. We could cut off, first of all, we could make it shorter. There's nothing saying it has to be that tall. And I could make it shorter this way and make it fit. And if we liked our wide bottom and our little skinny middle, could just kind of cut that down too. Whoops. And now it's not centered, but that's okay. My son says, I said, can I have the mushroom just like bent over? He said, mushrooms don't do that, Mom. It's like, okay. I didn't know that. Thought mushrooms could do what they wanted. He's like, nope, they grow straight up. Well, he's my mushroom guy, so he knows. If anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be him. I kind of like, this is cardstock, so I could totally have that like stick off the side a little bit, and we can still see our money and still see that it's a card. Sure, why not? Let's do it. And have a 6 as a tab coming off the side. I like things coming off the sides of stuff. That's just me. I could have made it in, oh, I forgot to not put glue on it, but that's okay. And a little smaller mushroom. Some of you have been making mushrooms and showing them on Instagram. You can also show them in my Facebook group if you want to, which is Miss Darcy, same name as my channel, Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. If you ever have made something and you want to show me, that is a great place. That, or tag me on Instagram or Facebook, and I usually will see that and go looking. All right. Ooh, that's got the, wait, I don't want to, I still want to be able to see that this is, oh, I'm going to have, all right, I don't know what else is going on there, but this is going on there. And it's going to stick off the side, and then I'm probably going to put a little eyelet on it. Maybe hang a dangle, maybe not hang a dangle. What if we, well, we got the other one showing. You know, is it the end of the world if those don't show on there? Not really, because I kind of like that flower on there. Alright, I'm just going to put that flower on there. I'm going to go down in the corner a little bit so more of the background shows. Sometimes it's just whatever I want it to be. I could back it and have that stick off, or I could just cut it off. Cut it off. There we go. It's fine. And we'll put a little dangle on there at some point in the future. Not today. Just don't want to. It's an idea. I just don't want to take that idea to fruition yet. I don't want to fruit it at the moment. Oh, I'm like, where's the other card? It's right here. Is this small enough to work? If I do half of it, like if I don't do the whole thing, which I could, I kind of like the win, lose, or draw show a little bit. Also, if I backed this onto cardstock, I wouldn't have to cut it. Oh, I could fold it around. Maybe that's what I'll do. Just fold it around. Maybe it'll be a pocket, maybe it'll be a journal card. I don't know yet. But I made something, and so now this video will be able to go out on for Friday. Yay! Yeah, I forgot that Friday video goes like you know, just after Thursday at midnight. So fortunately I had like a second wind to be, that's not bad. So you could actually write on that, couldn't you? Duck sauce. People, Doc Holiday. Who's Doc? I don't know who Doc Holiday is. How would I draw something? I guess I would draw a doctor and Christmas. Doctor who? Dr. Holiday. Doc Holiday. Alright, so there we go. Oh, where's the big one? Alright, so those, and then we did something else too. Oh! Yeah, the pockets. Are they dry? Yeah, that is dry. You know, I kind of like them as they are. So this one, it's still wet, FYI. This one could wrap around a page. And this all started with as an envelope covered in random napkins. Can still see some of the napkin in the background. And then these can be on separate pages. They could go however they want to go. And then we have, this is a big journal card, which I love. And this little one, which I may or may not add a little eyelet there that you could hang a dangle off of, or just have it look cute with an eyelet on it. We have this little mushroomy one. get the 6. It's cardstock. It's manila file folder, actually. So it's sticking off the side like it is a tab, because why not? A leaf, which will get doodled at some point. Yep, we're just half finishing stuff. Laura would be proud. Laura, the half-ass crafter. She'd be proud of my half-assedness. And this one I just did the partial books because it's a really small card. You can only fit so much. And then there's that one. And I think that's everything we made today. So I hope you got some good ideas. I hope you didn't cringe every time I sang. And I hope you enjoyed my silliness. And I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you. And you can check out the people in the box below to see who else has been doing this hashtag how do you do. How you doing? How do you do as in, you know, we all get the same supplies and make something different. Bye, guys.